Egypt is recognized for its great ancient finds, yet we're not always presented with reality, and now we have an incident of this sort. One of the rarest discoveries in the history of science has just been made and we're not even aware. So, what's so unreal that it had been hiding from us? Are we in real danger? Don't you want to know your answers? If yes, then stay tuned to this video on a secret world. Have you ever heard of the Baka pyramid? It is one of the biggest mysteries of ancient Egypt, and this masterpiece was never completed. But for what reason? In Zayat el-Aryan, there are remains of the Layer Pyramid and the unfinished Northern Pyramid, two Egyptian pyramids that were not finished around 2700 to 2600 BC. One of the most mysterious things about ancient Egypt is the fact that there are two unfinished pyramids so close to the famous pyramids of Giza that almost no one knows about. Archaeologists believe that they were left unfinished with only the foundations remaining today. The remains of two very minor Egyptian pyramids known as the Layer Pyramid and the Unfinished Pyramid can be seen in the hamlet of Zayat el-Aryan near Giza in northeastern Egypt. The pyramids were most likely erected during the 3rd dynasty, putting their creation between 2700 to 2600 BC. The Layer Pyramid was most likely constructed by Pharaoh Khaba during the 3rd dynasty, which ruled Egypt circa 2670 BC. Archaeologists and Egyptologists refer to the unfinished Northern Pyramid of Zayat el-Aryan, also known as the Pyramid of Baka, and Pyramid of Bakaris, as a massive shaft section of an unfinished pyramid at Zayat el-Aryan, Egypt. The owner of the pyramid is unknown for certain, but most Egyptologists, like Miroslav Werner, believes that it should be a monarch known by his Hellenized name, Bakaris, possibly derived from the Egyptian Baka. Egyptologists and historians still argue when the Pyramid of Baka was built. They point to much blank and red ink graffiti found in the chamber and on the descending stairwell. The key issue is determining the exact interpretation of the cartouche name, which appears in at least 6 ink inscriptions. While the bottom and therefore second hieroglyphic sign is unmistakably a Ka symbol, the first sign is unreadable. Unfortunately, the excavator, Alessandro Barsanti, did not make facsimiles of the inscriptions and instead drew sloppy hand drawings. Therefore, the first hieroglyph remains indecipherable. Jürgen von Beckrath and George Reisner believed that the pyramids was intended as a burial for Baka, a well-documented 4th dynasty prince and son of King Jedefre. Aidan Dodson, on the other hand, sees a sitting Sheth animal and interprets the name discovered in the pyramids as Sethka. The monument was first described in 1842 and 1846 by German Egyptologist Karl Richard Lepsius. He inspected the main shaft and its environs and labeled the pyramid Pyramid 13 on his pioneering list. Alessandro Barsanti, an Italian archaeologist, examined the pyramid shaft more closely in 1904 to 1905. Barsanti continued to work on the site, but the First World War halted all excavations and he died in 1917. As a result, nothing transpired on the site until 1954, when a set for the epic film Land of Pharaohs was required. The terrain of Zayat el-Aryan appeared ideal, and the Baka pyramid was chosen as the film's backdrop. As a result, the shaft and its environs were cleansed of the sand and rubble that had accumulated since Barsanti's excavations. The superstructure of the pyramid is unknown because only the square foundation, formed of the natural bedrock, was completed. It's 200 meters by 200 meters in size and has remnants of a surrounding pedestal that was maintained for the limestone coating. The precise planned size and slope cannot be determined because no covering blocks or pyramidions were ever discovered. The substructure is made up of a T-shaft with a corridor running south to north and the chamber running east to west. The entire shaft has no remaining ceiling and may never have had one. The compartment is reached through a narrow stairwell. A horizontal surface of unclear purpose interrupts the stairway halfway down its length. The shaft walls are smooth but unadorned with stones, and the chamber was never finished. Only the chamber's floor was completed and covered with gigantic granite stones, 4.5 meters long, 2.5 meters thick, and weighing up to 9 tons each. A strange vat was located near the western end of the chamber. It is oval in shape and was lodged in one of the stone slabs that make up the chamber floor. The vat appears to have been transported into the chamber at some point during the foundation's constructions because it is too large to fit through the path leading to the chamber. The oval lid was discovered in place, indicating that the vat was sealed. According to Barsanti, small remnants of material were discovered inside the vat, but they were never thoroughly studied and are now vanished. However, because the first layer of the pyramid was never completed, the surrounding complex was likewise abandoned, and no remnants of a mortuary temple, a causeway, a valley temple, or any other cultic architecture can be found. Because of a nearby military facility, the Baka pyramid has been prohibited since 1964. As a result, no excavations are permitted. The necropolis surrounding the pyramid has been overrun with military bungalows, and the shaft is being utilized as local trash. As a result, the shaft's future is uncertain and most likely terrible. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our incredible videos. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.